All right, Hector. So walk me through it, bro. I haven't spoken to you in a minute since you joined, but walk me through it. How's everything going for you, bro?
Yeah, man, it's actually been a lot crazier than I expected, a lot better actually.
Okay.
Right now I actually acquired my third agency in the marketing, niche, home service niche. So it's been pretty crazy right now.
Okay, third. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think last time we spoke, I think you were barely like in talks with like the first one, right? So, how did you go about acquiring a third one, like a third one already? Like, where are you finding these? That's a question that a lot of these people that watch these videos have. It's like, how
Yeah,
the hell
yeah.
do you find these deals,
Yeah,
And
man. So, I mean, I did learn a lot from you, man. I think it shifted my mindset in a way. So I kind of was going about it the wrong way, but how I acquired these basically was through my network, and it was through my clients, former clients, and some previous clients, and as well as some competitors actually. So it's pretty cool that I was able to work with some of my competitors. That's pretty much how I did it. Through my network.
Okay, cool. And what's your current plan with these? Like the three that you have right now, what's your current plan with them? Like, how are you planning on basically using our system that we've shown you to make more money with it?
Yeah, man. So with the system that I was taught, man, I really do want to scale these up and see where they go and see what we can actually potentially do with them. Right now, they're going pretty good. So I feel like in the future, we can probably scale them a little bit higher to what they are right now. And then kind of just, implement new systems and as well as, do newer things.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. And how is there any specific way? Like, I know you don't want to probably reveal too much, right? In this
Yeah.
video, right? But can you talk a little bit more about like what specifically you're doing with each and every single one of them and where you're taking them, like where they were, like maybe I don't know the exact details yet. I know the first one that you said was probably like at 3,000 a month or something like that, and you took
Yeah.
it to like 10. But yeah, dive a little bit more into that if you can.
Yeah, man. So I mean, a lot of these businesses that I saw, marketing agencies, they were at a point where I was,
Hmm.
in a time and place. They were struggling. They were at 3 to 5,000. They couldn't really scale from it. They could, or they didn't have systems in place to actually, grow the company to 10, 20, $30,000 a month. And I found out my best skill was actually helping them put systems in place and, helping them scale from that, 5 to 10 to 30,000, right, with new systems and new, ideas and stuff. So that's basically what I did. I helped them implement new systems, help them kind of clean up everything so they can look more professional and stuff like that. And I was able to, scale them up from there.
Awesome, awesome. And why do you think they were lacking this? Is that just something in your niche that everybody lacks, or what?
Yeah, man. So, like I said, being in the space, I kind of was doing my research and all that, and I would see my competitors and I would see what I'm doing. And, at first, what I was doing wasn't working.
Hmm.
And then I kind of shifted and it started working, and all these competitors stayed doing the same thing. And I feel like, what really set us apart and what actually made me go from that, 5 to 10, to 30K a month was, changing up some of the things that these companies are just, pretty much just copying and pasting from each other.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so differentiating each one. That's kind of what was your
Yeah.
strong suit.
Mhm.
All right, so I mean, everybody likes to talk numbers. Can you talk a little bit about like where you were at when we started and like where you're at currently, like where you're gonna take home this month? Because I think last month just ended. So can we dive into that?
Yeah, man. So, basically, how right now I'm going close to 30 to 50,000 a month, like around 35.
Hmm.
But hopefully, I'm able to take down around 45. Hopefully.
Gotcha. And how much were you at when you started with us?
So what I was starting around like 10 to 11,000 a month,
Okay.
um, with my agency. But I had aspirations and I want to do it. So right now I'm almost to that 35
All right,
mark.
all right, that's pretty badass, man. So, where do you see yourself going from here, bro? Like, I mean, what one of the things that I always tell these people is that there's so many different ways to take this. Like, you can kind of merge all your current agencies that you have, or and kind of just roll it up into one and conquer a niche, right? Or and like kind of extrapolate the talent from each and make like one big giant agency, or do you just see yourself acquiring in different fields because you see different niches that still need the same systems that you know how to implement, right? Because I know most of the stuff that you do is with automation, right? Do you see yourself just acquiring different types of businesses or just staying in this one lane and acquiring more?
That's actually a great question, man. I haven't really thought about it. It's kind of been hectic,
Okay.
so I really haven't thought of what I'm, gonna do in a few months. But I mean, right now, I want to get to, 5 to 10 more acquisitions in businesses, and
Hmm.
see from there if I want to grow it into one big thing or just, start, doing the same thing all over again. Basically, hit my fifth, whatever, go to 10th, 20th, acquisition.
Hmm.
But I guess we'll see from there, see what happens and how it plays out.
Awesome, bro. All right, Hector. So thank you so much. Look, I don't want to waste your time. But I just kind of like to share these videos with like possible people that are thinking about joining and stuff. So can you walk us through like a little bit of like what your experience was like working with myself one on one? Because I know we worked a lot one on one, and
Yeah.
just the whole system in general.
Yeah, man. So the system was pretty good, man. It was, not too hard. It was really detailed. So that's what I really liked. I'm really a person who likes detail. And a lot of these, I've taken, mentorship and all that before, and it really didn't seem like, it was ordinary at first, but then when I started going, it really changed my mind, and all the details and all the info that was actually, was very valuable. So, it really differentiated itself from all these other people.
Awesome, bro. Awesome, bro. All right. Well, thanks, Hector. We'll hop off.